Flashmob for Flora. Story by Phil Humer. A flashmob to Sandro Botticelli's painting, Primavera, Spring. Honouring spring, being the goddess of spring or Mercury, the west wind Zephyr, one of the three graces. Or Cupid, shooting arrows around him, no idea who he's aiming at. The main thing is that it's fun. After all, that's the point of a flashmob. To do something out of the ordinary, to get together for the sake of nonsense. But spring is a long time coming, so you could speed things up a bit by reminding Flora, acting her out, making a scene for her. That's the original idea behind this flashmob, which I initiated. Botticelli is one of my favourite painters, and to see him honoured in this way after more than 500 years of absence brings him back in a way. People are forced to look at his painting again, to visualise it. You can also be a snowdrop, a snow rose, a crocus, whatever you like. Think yourself into an orange grove in the middle of the city. The art of visualisation, or does it depend on the degree of madness? The painting is about transformation. Chloris becomes Flora. Thanks to Zephyr, he pressurises her. He is demanding. She blossoms. Is this still at all contemporary, covered by political correctness? Venus is at the centre of the picture. It's about love, the willingness to want spring, to approve of it, leaving the snow behind. I'm curious to see if the bystanders recognise the image, or at least have an idea of what we're performing. Pantomime has become rare. Usually the word is there, you explain. Gestures count here. When was the last time you were Mercury? We are usually mercantile, but when are we the epitome of something, its embodiment? Being spring, nothing else. It may have something of a rain dance about it. You speak well to the elements, you are like them, you resemble them. Summoning ritual on the Rathausmarkt. Actually a great place for Mercury, to put an end to winter. Show him the green card. Banish him from the playing field. Mercury's staff in the raised hand. The graces in robes that barely conceal. Venus nods this off. It is her destiny not to put a stop to it. She walks on a carpet of flowers, as if they were stars. The whole thing is limited to 10 minutes, a short spring, full of intensity. The myth lives, quite simply through a flashmob. There is no message behind it, no political statement. Greetings to Flora. She might be happier to receive this than a card. After all, she's never had a pay rise. The sun is shining warmer. It's possible she's noticed and wants to play her part in the successful performance. There are umpteen versions of Cupid, invisible arrows whizzing around, umpteen copies of Venus. The city is filled with eroticism. Humans as fulfillment assistants to the gods, the unfulfillable suddenly no longer seems so far away. It is as close at hand as the plastic oranges. A flirtation with Flora, flirting with spring, which always has to assert itself against an icy winter that is getting to it. It won't go away on its own. Spring can take a little encouragement. It rejuvenates it. And it has the strength to move across the country flinging flowers. Blossoming landscapes, Flora really has what it takes. It's possible that Flora is really flashed by our event. You should be able to persuade the stars to flashlight, but they're probably too sedate for that. The universe isn't the disco type. The stars prefer gravitational court dances. You don't spin wildly in circles, whirling your planetary dance partner across the room. The last big party was a long time ago, the Big Bang. Presumably this is all preserved in flashbacks. The universe is remembering its beginnings. Is it sometimes flashed by itself? It's amazing what goes through your head while you're standing next to Graces as Mercury. Maybe I'll have another date with Venus later. The flashmob dissolves, transformation back in no time. The myth bursts. It's just another day. Even the sun disappears behind the clouds, withdraws, leaves us to our fate. We are in the picture. We decide which one.